For the past few years in middle school, you've all been working hard to learn the fundamental techniques on your instrument. And thanks to all the hard work from you and your amazing middle school orchestra director, you now have the tools to play music at a high level, including music by some of the greatest composers that ever lived. There's actually a huge number of adults who are envious of you, who wish they had played an instrument in school to get to play this kind of music. In high school, you'll be adding to these tools and applying them to some very fun and challenging music.
Pieces we play are fun, even if they're classical, and you don't like classical pieces, they're fun classical pieces, I promise you.
I like Vivaldi. That was sweet. Lexi kicked that solo's butt like a beast.
One of the best times that we have is like when we're practicing for Madrigal, and like we get to play so much fun stuff. We're like the Renaissance theme and stuff.
What's your favorite piece that you've played so far?
Probably the Grinch, because it's got that jazzy little edge to it.
I like all the Pops pieces. I can't really pick one. I think Secrets was cool. A lot of people ask me if I can play it. I'm like, yeah!
I really liked doing Take On Me. I thought that was really fun. All the percussion and electronic synthesizer stuff. It was really energetic and fun.
Indiana Jones was really fun.
Last year we played All You Ever Wanted by the Airborne Toxic Event, so that was really fun.
We even had a guy named Guy from choir come and sing with us.
And drums and guitar, and it was like a mini rock concert, so.
My most memorable piece of music would be SYMPHONIC, arranged by Gigi Notario. The choir as well as the orchestra and band were incorporated into one piece.
There are 4 orchestra classes at Silver Creek. 2 of those classes make up concert orchestra. There's also symphonic orchestra, which requires an audition. And small ensembles, which also requires an audition. In small ensembles, you spend some time rehearsing in small chamber groups like trios and quartets, and the rest of the time is spent in a chamber orchestra without a conductor. This is a class where you get to take charge and experiment with your own musical ideas, rather than just doing what the conductor says. We also offer a few other unique activities like fiddle group and composition club, but we'll get to those later. In all of our orchestra classes, we work hard to prepare fun, challenging music for concerts and develop important playing skills, ensemble skills, and community skills along the way.
That tells you the tempo of the entire piece. We can't waver from that tempo.
We have a lot of fun rehearsing, and I guess just the satisfaction of that feeling that you get when you just nail a song and you know that everybody performed really well. It's just really fun.
I like orchestra because trap just makes every day entertaining.
Okay, here's a joke. It's a joke day. What do you get when you drop a piano down a mine shaft? A flat minor.
Yeah.
Movie quote of the day. What movie is this from?
Jurassic Park.
Nice hat. What are you trying to look like? A secret agent?
Jurassic
Park.
If I'm just having a bad day, or I'm just kind of in the mood to jam, it'll just get funky with it. It's great. It's just a lot of fun to be able to kind of express yourself through something other than words.
Once we start to figure out the basics of a piece of music, we then dive in and perfect the details of our playing. We focus in on the most challenging sections, apply scientifically proven practice strategies, and watch a professional play and talk about those sections. Then, armed with all that knowledge, you record your own playing of that music, analyze how you did, and receive feedback on what to improve. We also record ourselves as an ensemble and study those recordings together. This helps us to go from sounding like this to sounding like this. But improving our playing skills is just part of what we do at Silver Creek. We also work towards gaining a better understanding and appreciation for classical music, and we explore some of the greatest masterpieces in our monthly listening video.
Travis he makes these great videos.
They're very informative. They teach you a lot about where the music comes from, and they help you understand what you're actually playing, because a lot of times you don't really know what the composer was thinking or anything, and those really help calm
And
down.
it's so much fun because he just adds so many jokes and you learn a lot, but it's just hilarious and it's just a good start to your day.
Orchestra members don't just grow as musicians, they also grow as people in a friendly environment with many opportunities for developing leadership and collaboration. Your playing skills will stay with you for as long as you play your instrument, but these other skills and experiences will stay with you forever.
Wait, what? How did we get in this video?
How did we get in this video?
Where are we?
What?
Fiddle Group is a group dedicated to playing fun Irish, Scottish, and American fiddle music. We perform throughout the year in school concerts and around the community for business events, Pearl Street, and other fun concert venues.
It helps improve your playing a lot, and you just make a lot of new friends, and it's a great experience.
It's not a huge commitment either. It's just like an hour and a half every Thursday.
I like it because it's a different style of music. You get to play with different kind of instruments, and it's just a different experience. It's really fun.
Yeah, there's a tin whistle, there's violins, there's a mandolin, there's some cellos, there's an electric bass, there's a ukulele, and there's guitars.
And there's a viola.
Oh yeah.
I said cello.
You did not say cello.
I did. It's just a really fun environment, and it's an opportunity to play music that you would regularly play in orchestra.
It's a lot of fun to memorize the music too, and I think it's just so impressive when we get out there and we just beast it up. Beforehand, I wasn't really good at memorizing music and stuff, but now after Fiddle Group, it's just a lot easier.
Definitely think it's helped my playing, and you get food.
It's really fun to get food.
I like the food a lot. Everyone brings the cheese and vegetable and pie.
It sometimes has cookies.
Milk.
We have cereal too.
I'm just drinking milk.
Oh, okay.
Composition Club is for anyone interested in writing their own music.
We just come in and then we would just start writing music with the pianos. And then if you needed help or just feedback, you would go to Mr. Trapkis and you would listen to it, and then you would just go off from there.
Music, it comes from the heart, and you just can throw all of your passions onto a page.
But sometimes it's more a challenge to get the right notes in there. They're not just going to come naturally. You just can't do that and hope for the best.
I wanted to write for the whole orchestra class, and I would conduct it. It's a neat experience hearing your song being played by the orchestra, so that was fun.
Well, it looks like we have time for just a few questions now. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. Is it hard to do orchestra while you're doing sports, AP classes, and other activities in high school?
I do track, and freshman year I did cheerleading. You just gotta be organized. This will be my 4th year doing track, and I've been to state twice, so it is possible to be super successful.
Make sure that you know when things interfere so you can warn Mr. Trapkis ahead of time, and then things just kind of work out.
I'm taking AP Gov and AP Lane right this year. You can easily do orchestra and both AP classes at the same time.
Orchestra is also can be an outlet for the stress you might be feeling from some of your classes.
What honor orchestras can you try out for in high school?
There are 4 you can choose to audition for. All state and western states are the most advanced, and they're a great goal to aspire to.
All-state is ridiculous. They bring really good players from all over the state. It's amazing. The level of musicians that go there, it's really neat to see them, and they're really dedicated. The orchestra that we put together is really fun.
What kind of field trips do you get to go on in orchestra?
I went to Florida, Disneyland World. It was fun, roller coasters.
Grand Junction, played in a concert thing and we got good marks. We did really well. And then we also went to see the Colorado Symphony and what was that one? band?
Vodka.
Another
Airborne
and
Toxic.
and that was a lot of fun.
I didn't go to
Red
that.
Rocks.
At
That
Red
was
Rocks
really fun.
I
Amphitheater.
forgot to turn in my permission slip, but he wouldn't let me go.
Turn in your permission
She
slips.
forgets a lot of things, so don't do that.
It
Don't
was
be
an
like her.
accident.
And then we're going to New York, which is going to be fun because we're going to see. Hey, what are the musicals we're seeing?
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this brief introduction to the Silver Creek High School Orchestra program, and we hope that you'll continue your musical studies into high school and beyond, because over time, you'll find that music is about much more than just playing an instrument. It's also about learning how to collaborate and work with others towards a common goal. It's about developing self-esteem. It's about learning how to be a leader and how to work well with other leaders. It's also about understanding a huge part of our culture and other cultures. And we're all looking forward to sharing this journey with you next year.